Hi.
Hello.
Happy holidays.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Happy holidays.
Yay.
Yo,
Yo! Just gonna wait on Hardry and we can get started. It's just gonna be us four today.
yep. Is Good Boy still supposed to be with me, by the way?
Yeah, he fell asleep next to you.
Okay, just checking.
He sensed that you were extremely upset and he came to try and comfort you.
Dog things.
Yes, dog things. Dog, 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 dog.
Dogs?
Oh, we were talking about Good Boy. Hi.
Hello.
What's up?
I lived.
You lived.
Lived.
Good, good.
Barely, but I did it.
Alright, so are you guys ready to begin?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh shit, it would help if I get into roll 20.
Alright, take your time.
Boop. Hey. Nice music this time.
Thank you. Let me know when you're in.
Music's not playing for me. Is that normal?
It should be playing.
I hear it.
Yeah, I do too. I'm in, by the way.
Okay. Is it not working for you, Max?
Apparently not. Let me try a different browser.
Yeah.
Yeah, nope, it's not working for me for some reason.
The fuck? Is your browser muted or anything like that?
Nope.
You want to try refreshing your computer?
Give me a sec.
Yep. So how was everyone's Christmas?
It was.
Surprisingly not bad, considering we couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Mine was alright until I got sick.
What the fuck? Everybody got sick.
It was extremely cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I don't know where you are, but PA was pretty freaking cold.
Yeah,
even
and then
by
all
PA
the-
Texas.
standards.
Oh.
It was in Texas. It was like 16 degrees.
It's
Oh
like
no, I'm sorry.
it like it snowed And then the snow melted and hasn't come back yet where I'm at in PA.
We when it was in the like the negatives for us where I am,
Oh.
our heat my our HVAC, our heater actually went out,
Oh
and it was like 1 in the morning,
no.
and I'm sick with COVID, and my fiance comes in, he's like, so the heat went off. I'm like, what do you mean the heat went off?
Oh
So I had to
no.
go in the basement with a fever and get on my stomach the nasty ass basement floor to fix the HVAC at 1 in the morning.
Ew.
It was so gross,
Ugh.
but I fixed it. Thankfully, my dad works on that stuff, so like he
Yeah.
taught me a long time ago how to do that. Because who's gonna come out at 1 in the morning to fix your
Yeah.
heater? So thank God, but it sucked. It was like 50 degrees in the house.
Yeah.
Can you put the player view thing on the map again, just in case, to see if that works?
Player view
Player view. Can you put the player view on the map again, if you have the song on auto play?
on the map.
Yes.
Hold on. I'll switch maps real quick. Did that work?
There it now works.
Okay. That was weird. Alright, so are we ready to begin?
Yep, I'm good.
Yes.
Is it just the three of us tonight?
Yeah, it's just a 3.
Okie dokie.
Alright, so, welcome back to, Radiant Citadel Sins for Elders. Most of the group is out, and are not able to make it, so it's just gonna be us 4 tonight, DM plus 3 players. And we are going to be, focusing a little more on role play this time around rather than just like straight up combat. What happened last session is that you guys made it to the Radiant Citadel and was requested by a visiting exalted cleric of Bahamut to investigate a cult that has been kidnapping and spreading a plague amongst the people, causing the undead to rise in certain spots and people to go missing. Afterwards, you find leads to the cult, and you end up finding the Palace of Exile, a very like low income sort of looking inn, where you stayed with a family of 4, whom were attacked afterwards. And with one of the daughters dying, Mai was able to successfully revive her with a little help from from Danla's father, who in turn like turned against the group after he discovered Danla's secret. And so we shall turn it to you guys. What are you doing right now as the morning begins to shine through your windows?
Hardry, despite very much not being a morning type person, is actually going to head over to Dunlaw's room and knock on the door in an attempt to hopefully get him out of bed.
Yeah, I'll join you as well. Wait, what side is this room?
Huh?
I'm
Oh,
pretty
right.
sure. I'm pretty sure the door thing is over here where I am. I
His
think.
door's right here.
Okay.
All right. So Hardry's just going to not necessarily bang really hard, but enough to hopefully get Dunlaw's attention and just be like, "Hey, pretty boy, come to the door."
Donla wouldn't really give any answers, just continuing to sit in a corner of his room, just messy and tattered.
Mai's gonna speak up. You know, we'd both like to see you. See how you're doing.
As you try to coax him out, you can hear Good Boy like gently woof as he has his head like in Donla's lap as he's like still feeling pretty bummed out, and he's doing his best to try and comfort him.
Hardry's gonna, since he doesn't hear any movement from Don Law, he's gonna test to see if the door is open.
Max, is the door open or locked?
Is there a lock on the door?
There should be, yes. I didn't put it on. I didn't put it in, like the actual lock that they added. But
Okay.
is it locked by your discretion or is it like open?
No,
No.
it's not locked.
Okay, so the door is not locked.
All right. Hardry's just gonna walk in and kind of just see Dunlaw a complete mess of himself, and just kind of huffed himself, and look over at Good Boy, and just be like, "Come on, let's get him outside, and hopefully we can coax Dunlaw out of the room."
First, I don't have a brush. Does Donla have a brush on him?
Usually he does as a part of his little beauty kit, but he's definitely not caring about that right now.
I will take the incentive and comb his hair.
So you take his brush and begin to straighten out his hair as he continues to wallow in self-pity. The brush seems to flow through his hair without much of an issue, but there are a couple of spots where it comes like extremely like caught up and tangled.
I know that feeling. I'll take the time and I'll just patiently, comb the knots out.
And as you're doing this, Good Boy looks up to you and kind of woofs with his tail gently thumping on the floor.
You just see Donala just kind of swat away Mai's hand at this point, just finally opening his mouth as he reeks of just alcohol. Don't you have something better to do?
No, not really, but who gave you alcohol?
Think you have a job to do. You don't need to be around here.
I'm trying to remember. Do we have a job to do?
You gotta find the cult of Orcus that's been kidnapping and killing people and spreading a plague that's been turning people into undead.
I thought we did that last night. Being completely honest, I thought we did it last night.
Well, you did, but that's only a section of the cult.
Hardry's just gonna kind of look down at Dunlaw and be like, "Well, our job right now is you."
Mile not in agreement.
I'm not anyone's concern. That much is clear. So just
Well,
leave me alone.
Good Boy
Hardry's
starts
just gonna
to whine. Sorry.
Oh, poor Good Boy. Hardry's just kind of gonna huff and roll his eyes a little bit and lean down to like Dunlaw's level, since he's clearly still on the floor. Wait, I'm only 3 foot. I don't really need to lean, do I?
No.
So Hardry's just gonna be like, "Look, I get you've got this whole family thing going on, and it's not easy. I get it. I've been there. But this isn't gonna help. Just come with us. Come outside at least. Get up."
Yeah, everyone needs sunlight.
And what the hell is sunlight gonna do to me? Is it gonna
Make
give
you
me my name
feel
back?
significantly better.
I didn't catch what Don Law said.
Is it gonna give me my family back? Is my father gonna love me again?
Hardry's just gonna huff to himself again and be like, family is what you make of it. What did that you're worried about your father not loving you again, but did he to begin with? What did he give you besides a name? If he was so easily able to throw you away, you have to make your own family.
Hardry spouting truth.
We could be your family. I never really had a family like you did, but my monastery raised me and became my family.
Good. Then we're already off to a good start. Because I'm a big disappointment to you all now. Won't be long until you throw me away too.
I don't think we'd be doing that. We need you as much as you need us.
If we were
Right.
going to throw you away, as you put it, we wouldn't be here now. Family sticks around when you're at your lowest, not just when you're useful.
What I need is a refill. He's just gonna reach for a sake bottle.
You reach
Hardry's
for
just gonna grab it and, in an very uncharacteristic way, just toss the sake bottle behind him, and it shatters against the door.
oof.
Oh,
Enough. This isn't going to bring your father back. This isn't gonna make you feel better.
Yeah. It'll at least numb me enough for me to die in time.
You don't look very numb to me right now.
I'm gonna pinch him.
So you pinch Dunlaw, and shit. Go ahead, Max. I got my mouth full of
He
sandwich.
recoils a bit from the pinching and just kind of looks at you with a slight grimace.
You're not numb right now.
Must not be enough alcohol then.
Good boy seems to get a little agitated, and he kind of grabs a mouthful of his alii and kind of tugs at him to get him to stand up.
Donla just very limp ragdoll style just gets dragged a bit by the dog, but very much still dejected.
Woof. He replies as he lets go of your alii. Woof.
Mai is 3.5 seconds away from using violence.
And while you guys attempt to rouse him out of his depressive stupor, you hear the others start to yawn and slowly leave their rooms. Doc coming out first, with his arms outstretched, like, ah, good morning, friends. Today is a very good day for cultist hunting. Oh,
It's
there's
very Doc.
glass
Yeah.
on the floor. I try.
Well, right now we're trying to cheer up Dunlaw from what happened last night. We need everyone to.
Hardry is gonna look at Mai and just be like, "Go run interference." As nice as Doc is, I don't think he's gonna be helpful in this situation.
Okay.
You're gonna run interference.
Just like keep Doc from like barging into the room and just like bodying him out. Like
I
like,
was. I'm almost as tall as you.
What's going on? He says.
I'm 5 foot. Dunlaw's not feeling well today. we're trying to cheer him up as nicely as we can.
Oh, maybe he just needs to exercise.
No,
Exercise always makes me feel better. And he kind of flexes his arms to make his muscles bulge.
my kind of like thinks to herself for a moment because it kind of makes sense because he hasn't moved.
Let me
You
talk
stay
to
right
him.
here. Don't move. Stay right here. She's gonna tiny legs run back to Hadri. I probably said that wrong. I'm so sorry.
It's
Um,
okay.
so Doc said he might need extra. Makes sense because he hasn't moved. What do you think?
We do probably need to get him outside and away from the alcohol. I just is he, given his state, is he gonna let Doc pick him up without throwing a conniption?
What's a
Because
conniption?
like I don't see him willingly getting off that floor at this point.
Neither do I. I was like so close to violence, and like that is not me. She'll turn to Danla. Are you going to throw a tantrum if get Doc to help us?
He just slides off his feet and stumbles a bit as he stands up, just holding onto the wall nearby for support while he just sort of stumble walks
Sean?
outside.
Okay. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean that worked.
I guess not even being that drunk can keep someone from not wanting to be carried by Doc.
Just a moment, Donlaw. I must do something. And he immediately runs to the bathroom to empty stuff.
He just sort of bumps past Hardry and Mai. He just continues just logging down the hallway, just not saying a word.
I'm gonna follow.
And as you walk out, you can see Kana kind of peeking her head out of the door. What's going on? She says.
He's suppressed.
Well, yeah, but where's he going?
Well, I keep forgetting to move my character. I don't know yet, but if you'd like to follow us and follow him,
He'll
Mile
be fine.
keep walking.
I'd rather get some more sleep. And she kind of
Boy
closes
needs
the
some
door.
vitamin C.
Just opens the door and starts heading towards the main door.
Come along, good boy.
His hair is still in tatters and his clothes are just very not even the refined way that they were before.
Maya is itching to brush her hair because she keeps up her hair and it's bugging her.
Good boy.
Could you at least let me brush your hair?
I need to be somewhere quiet.
Is there like a? I know this is like really run down, but is there like a, I don't know, like a garden or something outside?
No.
Oof.
They're a very low income family.
Donla is gonna summon his wings at this point. But
So
he does so in a very
Bitch has
sloppy.
wings?
Yeah, Gem
Nice.
Dragonborns have wings.
What?
He
Time
just-
to make a dream. What?
He's been suppressing it because he doesn't. But at this point, he doesn't care about hiding his powers anymore.
Oh, on a side note,
Mhm.
in D1, Dragonborns are getting dark vision.
Oh, cool. That's good to hear.
Is he about to fly away? She'll quickly
Yes.
like turn to Audrey.
Yeah, Donla's gonna like try to take off.
I'm grabbing his foot. I'm holding on.
Hardry's gonna grab his tail and have yell at good boy to grab the other leg.
Everybody make a strength check.
Ah.
Son of a bitch. Hold on.
including
Wait, like just straight strength?
Just straight
Or
strength.
okay.
including me, or
You hold on.
Oh my god.
I forgot to open my sheet like a dummy. Where's my strength? This is gonna be terrible.
I mean, that's pretty good for a +0.
He doesn't do shit.
All right, Max, make a strength check. Let me make one for good boy.
Archery's just gonna be like hanging on. Oh,
Ooh, good
I mean
boy.
that makes sense.
So, good boy kind of misses and kind of flops over as he tries to grab you. Hardry, you are unable to grab him as he takes off, but as he takes off, you immediately jump up and grab him by the waist and attempt to weigh him down.
Let me care for you.
Donla's just gonna try to take off still, but he's incredibly weighed down by my.
at this point, Hardry is like at his limit of patience and trying to be nice to Donlaw, and as Mai is just like grabbing onto him and yelling, "Let me care for you," Hardry's just gonna yell at him like, "You can't just keep running away from all your problems. You're whining and crying that no one cares about you, and you literally have this poor woman hanging onto you for dear life, begging you not to go.
Yeah, also
you
please don't
just-
drop me.
Will you please just listen for once in your life to someone other than yourself?"
The demon in Danla starts to speak in his mind. Go ahead, leave. They don't want you. They just want to see you suffer.
If I could hear this demon, I'd be screaming.
Right?
Go on, boy. You know you want to.
Donla, for better or worse, just starts
Come on.
just
I'm-
slowing down his wings
Oh.
and just slowly landing with Mai still on him.
You slowly descend back to terra firma, and Mai is able to gain footing as you descend back down.
I would like to say you're so lucky because I was gonna upcast command at 4th level.
What a pity, the demon says, listening to this screeching woman. But I guess women will just run your life, I guess. There's no man in you at all.
He's
Pathetic.
lucky Hardry can't hear this because Hard be like, "I ain't no woman." So you said Donlaw's on the ground now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hardry's gonna see that Dunlaw has landed, and he's just gonna let out a really heavy sigh, like he just like, "Oh, I can't believe that worked."
But he could potentially take off again because his wings aren't disappeared.
Mai's gonna like let go of his waist and kind of like go towards his front of him and hold his hand. Now, let me brush your hair, and we're gonna change clothes. Okay?
When she goes in front to look at Donla's face, she would see that the purple crack that was on the base of his neck has extended up over to his cheek a little to the left.
Oh boy.
I don't know what to do about that.
Does Hardry see this too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How
Like, how
long?
noticeable is this crack? Is it just because Mai's close to him, or is this something everyone can see?
Yeah.
It's because she's close to him.
Okay.
She's gonna like look kind of worried for him, noticeably worried, and kind of like say, "Come, come, come! I don't know what to do about this."
What do you intend to do?
Well, what can we do to help you?
Is there a way you can get rid of this demon? Because you know the person in front of you has an expiration date on him.
Hardry, does Hardry hear him say that?
Yes.
Best,
Okay, because
best case scenario, demon takes me over and I kill you all. Worst case scenario, he just goes silent and just kind of averts eye contact with Mai.
If you promise not to run away right now, she'll grab her holy symbol. I could try to talk to the Raven, see what she can.
He smiles a little bit, but it's a forced one as he looks down at her. He just says,
Did you want to try and contact the Raven Queen?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
I was chewing.
Donla just says to her, I'm just gonna go on foot.
So,
I'll follow you.
Hardry's gonna keep pace with him and just kind of sort of look to he's gonna come over on this side and just kind of look over at him and be like, you realize we all come with a expiration date, right?
Yeah, well, this one's a little bit sooner for me.
No one knows how soon or how long. It's life.
At least if I go now, I'll still have control and I take him with me.
And what would that solve? What's to keep him from just going to the next person when he's done with you?
He'll die with me now that our souls are bound.
Are you sure? Or is that just what he told you to keep you under his thumb?
He cuts himself off. The Bows have done this for generations. I think we know a little. He cuts himself off again.
the demon
They
inside starts to
know
laugh.
a little bit about that.
The Bow family.
In any case, I need a drink. If you want to come along, go ahead, but
I think the only thing you should be drinking right now is water.
Lots of water.
Good boy seems to bark in agreement. Woof.
Did I forget, was Mai trying to contact
Yeah, but
anybody,
she was
or
talking and I didn't want to interrupt her.
Okay, I just didn't know if we
yeah.
had to stop because
Would you
Don
like
Law was
to
walking away.
try to contact the Raven Queen?
Yes.
Okay. Let me think. So you describe what you're doing in your attempt to contact the Raven Queen.
Well, first I'm gonna see if he's like moving to leave before
Yeah.
anything. God damn it. Okay. Well, if he is, I'm gonna wait and follow him
Okay.
to see where he stops.
So, you two and Good Boy begin to follow Donla as he makes his way away from the Palace of Exile, letting the others sleep a little bit longer, while you attempt to keep Donla from doing anything drastic as he leaves. Excuse me. Is he heading towards the bar or somewhere else, Max?
He's gonna try and head towards either a bar or a brothel.
Okay. So give me a second. Oof, Grace. She bumped her head
Did your
into
dog
the...
fart?
Huh?
Did your dog fart?
No, she bumped her head into the treadmill.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That reminds me, my daughter bumped her head like straight into the wall, and I laughed.
Oh.
It was very wrong, but like I couldn't help it.
Alright, give me a second. Let me sandwiches.
Look, do you truly love someone if you don't laugh when they fall down or run into something?
So, as if by instinct, Donla seems to slowly, like, drag himself towards the brothel that you guys have visited before, like aching to relieve any sort of pain that he is currently feeling in his state of depression. And as you two, like, come yourselves upon the familiar building, you are filled with a bit of dread. And as you make your way towards the entrance, you see the two bouncers from before, sleeping before one of them opens an eye and yawns and kind of punches his friend to get him to wake up. Hey, look, it's the lot from before. The one with the beard looks towards Dunlaw and raises an eyebrow. What's your story, mate?
Story is I'm a paying customer. Now let me through.
Oh yeah? Go right on in then. And he kind of nudges towards the door.
Donald just kind of shoves his way through the door.
The guards stop both Mai and Hardry. Hold on.
We're with him?
Really now?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes. As much as I would not like to be here as a holy woman, yes.
The man with the beard kind of just laughs, causing the other bouncer to laugh as well. What's a holy woman want to do in a place like this?
I honestly don't want to be here, but like, as you saw how disheveled I friend was.
Oh,
That
yeah?
idiot's gonna get himself in trouble if we don't keep an eye on him.
Are you
Consider us babysitters.
Ugh, glorified
sure?
babysitters.
I mean, we got a couple of tieflings in here that could probably tickle your fancy.
No, I'm fine.
Well, as long as you got gold, you're welcome. And he kind of looks at you expectantly to, like, not hand out, but to show him that you are a paying customer.
I'll hold up my gold pouch.
And then he looks
What
towards Hardry expectantly.
Hardry's just gonna dramatically roll his eyes and jingle his money pouch at them.
Arthur, go on in. And as you two walk
Yes.
in, you can see Danla kind of sitting by himself as the slithering snake man from before sits up from his seat and slowly makes his way towards Danla.
Oh god, please don't give him any booze.
Ah, I remember you. You were with that beautiful elf woman.
Just get me a few of your girls.
No alcohol.
He
I
raises
don't care which ones.
he raises his scaly eyebrow. Really? You want one of my girls? Any particular tastes?
I don't care.
Celestial is gonna look towards mine Hardry as if to say, what the fuck is wrong with him?
Hardry's just kind of gonna make that cross across, like the hand gesture across his neck, like, no, quit it, no, don't say anything. It's like, don't bring it up.
He kind of rolls his eyes and he claps, causing his most beautiful girls to come from their positions and stand behind him. And he slithers aside for him to pick. Take your pick.
All of them would be fine.
He raises his eyebrow again. All of them. Really? You don't look the kind to have that much stamina.
What part of I don't care don't you understand.
He sighs.
Archer's just gonna kind of look at him and be like, I don't think you can handle yourself, let alone 4 women.
He kind of holds out his palm expectantly.
I mean, he could barely hold con.
20 gold pieces each.
Do we have that kind of money?
I mean,
Donla's just gonna pay it.
Alright, so take out 80 pieces from your inventory.
Yep.
Oh,
he
wait.
He pockets the. What's up?
Cause. No, I remember. We got like 400 gold, right?
Yeah.
At one point. Okay.
So he, Celestial pockets the gold and puts it in his pouch that's wrapped around his belt. And he kind of bows as the women start to crowd around Dunlaw, trying to rub his back and all that kind of stuff, smiling their fake smiles. Come, sir.
No.
We've got a room just for you.
You don't have to talk.
Oh,
Archer's
oh my
just gonna-
god.
Archer's just gonna be like, hey ladies, I'll give you each an additional 10 gold if you just like find something else to do with your time.
The girls look
Oh.
towards Hardry and then towards Celestial. He kind of just shakes his head no, expecting them to do their jobs. And so the women kind of pull Dunlaw into this room up here.
You guys can stay and wait if you want, but I can already tell she's not gonna be too comfortable in another 5 minutes. He points to mine.
I have like the perfect image for this, but I can't find it. But it's basically like internal screaming.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty much.
So the 2 tiefling women pull him up and start
Oh, I
to
found it.
like coax him into this room back here as the other 2 women follow. I'm just gonna yeet.
Yeet.
I'm so sorry.
Archer,
And
Archer's
then
just gonna look over at mine and be like, this can't be happening.
She's just like face down on the desk, on the table.
Celestial, now that Dunlaw is gone, kind of slithers back and kind of crosses his arms. What in God's name is wrong with that man?
Archer's just gonna look at him and just be like, family drama,
Family.
daddy issues.
He kind of scoffs at this, like, I see. Sorry, I'm eating at the same time.
Nom 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 nom.
Chips. Well, is there anything I can get you to?
For once, Hartree's just gonna be like, no, like, I don't even want to drink.
Mai, on the other hand, she's just done with like Donlaw's shit at the moment. So just give me your, I don't know, just give me some alcohol.
Celestial bows at her request and he slithers towards the bar woman, asking her to give Mai one of their better wines.
Archer's just gonna look over at Mai and just be like, I didn't think anyone could drive you to drink.
Unfortunately.
Archer's just gonna chuckle to himself.
Donla's gonna be pretty much just lazily trying to have fun with the girls. Just boozed out and potentially drugged out of his mind.
You can
But-
hear
Get
the
the drugs!
girls giggling, like in the upstairs room. Some of them actually doing them sounds as like
Dom-
sweet smelling smoke kind of billows out of the room.
Danla's gonna suddenly though see on one of the girls they have a brooch that looks like it has red cinnabar leaves on it,
Mhm.
and it's gonna make him remember a time back when surprisingly Chin with his wife and son were a happy family,
Aw.
and he's gonna remember just after some combat training, you see little Danla sitting on the footsteps of the family estate,
Aw.
looking dejected and just almost sniffling to himself before his father just puts a hand on his shoulder from behind. He continues to sniffle and just looks away from his father, ashamed as his father continues. So, I heard you did not make it far in the tournament. He stays quiet, but his father continues. Do you know why you are named Donla? He, little Donla, just shakes his head and looks up curiously at his father. You're named after my favorite type of tree. He points out to the gardens and to the verdant greens of the estate gardens. You see a big tree with red cinnabar leaves, some of them already falling off of their branches.
Boom, 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 boom.
You know, they say that cinnabar, at least the leaves and the trees themselves, are indicative of change. They signify the turning of the seasons. I believe that when you were born, you were destined to create a greater change in our family, son. One day you will be a great warrior and an even greater lord for our family. He puts his hand on his son's shoulder again and gives a bit of a smile.
Back when he
But you
wasn't a
certainly,
dick.
but you certainly cannot do that while crying on our footsteps, now can you? No. He just wipes away his tears and sniffly nose as his father just gets him up on his feet and takes him back into the house. Come
Aw.
now, we train further.
Um, as you're like reminiscing, Dunla, the purple tiefling with the grand horns, she's kind of like on top of you, kind of looking confused and looking towards the others. Why is he crying? Am I that bad?
No.
Donla just shakes himself out of it a bit, but at this point he's quite out of the mood and just panicking from feeling the sad feelings come back again. And he looks at the nearby window. Is it open?
Yes.
Oh
He's
my
gonna,
god.
No.
he's just gonna push the ladies off him and just try to jump out the window.
So you push the lady that was on top of you as you pull up your slacks, and you shove the other women out of the way as they squeal, and you jump out of the second story window.
Do we hear this?
Like, do we hear the scream?
Well, yeah, you hear the scream as Celestial gives Mai the wine, saying that it's on the house. Since Dunlop paid so much, you heard the girl scream, and he immediately looks towards the upstairs.
Hardry's gonna rush towards the door and just like, or curtain, whatever, and just like
Yeah.
bust through to see, like, as he yells, "What the hell's going on?"
Is this a door?
a
Yes, it
curtain.
is.
Okay.
Donla's gonna use his wings to soften his landing.
I'm
He's
gonna.
stumble over a bit and just start running.
Fuck.
Hardy's just be like, did he just jump out a fucking window?
Yes, he
Probably.
did.
Oh,
The girls are
Do
looking
I-
sort of confused as they see Harvey, and then they look out the window and see Don Law kind of making off into the slums of the Citadel.
So, I'm gonna. I don't want to do this.
Hmm?
I'm gonna command him.
You want to command him?
Yeah. I'm 4th level.
Could you link it to me?
Yeah. Actually, hold on. I need. Oh, perfect.
how you said this is a 2nd story window? Is if Hardry tries to jump out the window down to meet my,
You'll
Like-
probably get hurt.
damn it.
Halt. Probably halt.
Okay.
Wait, no. The target moves towards you by the shortest and most direct route. Iniga's turn. No, halt. Give me. Yeah, wisdom save of 16. Please don't beat that.
Max, make a wisdom saving throw with advantage. Because he's determined to leave, so.
I use Entangle to
Ow!
climb down the window.
Oof.
Why couldn't my save be like too higher?
Alright, what did you say, Ryu?
Can I use Entangle to climb down the window?
Yes.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna do that to climb down the window. Bam. So that's one of my slots.
Alright, so by the time you climb down the window, Danla is now long gone after resisting Mai's magical influence to get him to stop.
Mai is severely fucking pissed off.
Archie's just gonna drop down and just look off in the direction and then look at Mai and just be like, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
She's gonna like throw her hands up and just walk back into the establishment, down her wine, cause she's like,
And while you're walking back in, Celestial is checking on the girls who were frightened by Danla's sudden escape. He is speaking in a language that kind of soothes them to the point where they're almost eerily calm, and encourages them to walk back out and go back
We're gonna have
to
to
their
unpack
stations.
that later.
Yeah, no shit. Does Hardry hear any of that shit?
No, he is very soft.
Soft.
When he's speaking.
Soft, snaky boy.
do you need to make me to make a con save? Cause like I'm low key chugging this wine.
Hardry's gonna slowly make his way back in, and he's just gonna see Mai, like, he's gonna see her back and just see her just like chugging this down like a champ.
Make
And
a
he's just-
make a Constitution save.
14.
Oh no.
So, unfortunately, because of your excessive drinking, you have now become a bit tipsy, which
It's
is
gonna
only
take
encouraging you to drink even more.
Hardry's gonna
What?
carefully grab what's left of the drink and be like, I think we need to not, follow in Dunlaw's footsteps if we're gonna help him.
But why? Why is he disrespecting us? We're trying to help him.
If you met him, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Celestro slithers back down the steps, and as he crosses his arms, can someone explain to me why that dragonborn kind of jumped out of the window and scared my women?
Hardry's just gonna look over and be like, I reiterate, he's an idiot.
He
Mai
kinda-
is like
Go ahead.
visibly drunk or tipsy, pissed off, and fed up.
As much as I would just like to ignore this little problem of ours, we really need to find him before he does something even more stupid. He's a hazard to himself and apparently others at this point.
Celestial kind of looks towards the two and kind of rubs his chin. The back window, it has a clear view of the slums of the Citadel. If he ran that way, that's where you very likely will find him.
Harder's just gonna sigh deeply to himself and be like, well, back to the slums. And just kind of drag Mai behind him as she whines about more
Yeah,
alcohol.
she's like angry rambling about like so much shit that's going on right now.
Maya's like a wine mom right now.
Celestial is just like rolling his eyes as he shakes his head, watching the two leave his establishment. Foreigners. And he goes back to his seat as you guys leave the Court of Whispers. Let me change the map. Beep, beep, beep,
One
beep.
time might. It's because she's fed up.
Let's do it right here.
Like, only Dunlaw could push someone like Mai to just like.
Donma,
broke her.
you
Yeah.
managed to get away from your quote unquote captors, and you find yourself into a more rundown section of the Citadel, where
Is that a puppy?
Yes, it's a puppy.
Sorry.
Excuse me. As he escapes from his friends, he finds himself in a more dreary section where mist seems to like come and go, um, disguising the buildings in an almost eerie fashion. A lot of the buildings have holes in them, but the lights are clearly showing out the windows, signifying that people live in these rundown buildings. The area is cold and the ground is wet, but you don't seem to care as you trudge through the slums of the Citadel looking for some kind of relief. The demon in you is your only company as he kind of laughs at you. You are so pathetic that you couldn't even finish that woman. You have really, really fallen downhill.
Nala says not a word, partially not to give him the satisfaction, but also because deep down he knows he's right.
Will this be your final resting place? Shall you look for a place in these dirty streets to die? And as you continue to walk, you find yourself at a small well that is filled to the brim with water, with dirty water. Ah. Could this be your resting place that you so look for? All you have to do is tie some weights upon your leg and just let yourself sink.
He just takes a moment to look at his just decrepit, just dirty reflection upon the water before just stumbling off into the alley nearby.
I feel so bad for him. Ignore this open thing right here. There's supposed
Yeah,
to
I
be
get it.
like a roof. Okay. So, you kind of trudge along the alleyway. You see rats scurrying about, like a few of them like running past your feet. As you make your way, they are trying to get out of the way as to not being stepped on. Oh, rats. Much better company, I suppose. You'd fit right in.
You and I both.
And he kind of laughs as you continue to trudge on. Um, you look as you walk up these streets, you can see a very very small group kind of talking amongst themselves and laughing as they huddle by the fire and sit on like wooden stumps for seats. Maybe you can find company in that group over there. They're the lowest of the low, just like you.
Good idea.
And
He's just
as
gonna go up to the men.
okay, and as you go up to the bed, the Lord Beer's image. What? So sorry, I got distracted. as you walk up,
Pudding!
as you walk up to the men, um, the dwarven man kind of raises his head from their conversation and looks towards you. What do you want, pretty boy? And he kind of spits into the fire.
The better question is, what do you want?
Eh?
You want some money? Some free gear? He just ushers to himself. I'm right here.
Tempting offer, boy, but I don't swing that way. He kind of laughs at you and kind of goes back to ignoring you. The lizard folk kind
Donla
of
just
go ahead.
makes his sword appear and just starts walking slowly towards them.
The bandit, the lizard folk sees this and he immediately jumps up. What are you doing? He says accusingly.
If you lowlives don't want to do your job, then I have no use for you.
The rat
fuck?
folk kind of sneers and he immediately runs towards you and punches you in the gut.
Donla lets this happen without much resistance intentionally and makes his sword disappear.
How dare you speak to us this way? You are no better than anyone else, cretin. Perhaps we will relieve you of your gold.
When? I won't need it.
The rat looks towards the dwarf and the lizard folk before they both shrug, and he kind of sneers and he snatches your coin purse away. So go ahead and take out all of your money
Yep.
from your inventory. And he kind of just snickers. Hey, this bastard's pretty loaded. I wonder what else he has. And he kind of looks towards you again, kind of sifting through your inventory. Let's see here. Give me a second, Max. I'm just looking through your inventory for anything tasty. He
This is when you run away from your bodyguards.
He snatches your let me see, your rations and your, let's see here, and pulls off your ally. This seems suitable for me. And as he tries to put on your ally, the dwarf immediately snatches it. No, no, no! This looks better on me! And he tries to put it on, like kind of ripping it as he is too thick for it. And the lizard folk immediately tries to take it off him, and the three begin to argue, completely ignoring that you're there. So take away your fine clothes and your rations.
Okay.
And the group continues to argue, like seemingly abandoning you to your fate. Like you don't even exist to them now. And the voice in your head starts to speak. Oh, come on, Dunlaw. You could have at least put up a fight.
Donla is just gonna make his sword appear again and shout out to the bandits. If you want to keep those items, you're gonna have to kill me for them.
Oh my god.
Cheese and crackers.
Jeez. I didn't know you were gonna go this route. Okay, the lizard folk stops arguing with with the other two, and he stares at you like as he's wearing your aoyai. All right then, leave him to me. And
Yeah.
let's
Give me
see.
1 sec. Someone's at the door.
Yep, no problem.
Rattling, boy.
And magically, Archery and I show up and save the day, right? Right?
Please. I can imagine. Well, or I'm gonna just fair warning. I'm gonna Karen my way through this.
Poor Vi's drunk and just fed up. Like done. They're just like, I'm done.
Yeah, my little 5-foot self is gonna grab. I don't know how tall. I'm gonna grab your ear. Bring your ass home.
Alright, I'm back.
Tough love time.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
Alright, so I'm gonna need
You were gonna murder a dwarf, I think?
roll for initiative.
Okay.
Actually, let me do it for you. Where is the stat block? There we go. Oh, here it is. Deep. And ooh.
Oh my god.
Well then.
Oh my god.
Kidding.
Wow. Okay.
Story accurate initiative.
I was just gonna say, well, I mean, it fits.
So, the lizard folk immediately attacks, and he is going to make a multi-attack. He's going to... What is going on with Roll20? Why is this so high up? There we go. So he is going to attack with his jaws. Does that hit?
Let me check. Yep, it does.
Alright, and why doesn't it do the damage with it too? I'll have to do
Just click on Jaws.
Oh,
There
thank
you
you. And let me make a tail attack. Does that hit?
No, that one does not hit.
Okay. So he immediately opens his jaws and he takes a bite of your arm and kind of wrenches his teeth into your scales and skin to where blood starts to show. But he reels back and attempts to attack you with his tail, but you are able to swiftly move out of the way. And he
Oh, Donla wouldn't be moving out of the way. I think the dude just missed.
Oh, okay. And he kind of just missed with his tail, as your clothing is a bit cumbersome to him. And he's gonna end his turn.
Is he just naked right now?
He's wearing slacks.
Donla is just gonna look at him and just say, "Is that all you have?"
Creighton, he says to
And
you.
And he's just gonna do nothing and pass turn.
Really? Okay.
Whoa, okay, why is it back to me?
Oh, what the fuck? Sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. He is going to make another multi-attack with his jaws and tail.
Okay.
That misses. And that's a hit, I'm gonna assume.
Yep.
Alright. So he misses with with his bite attack, but his tail seems to connect and it clearly smashes into your face to the point that you stumble backwards and almost fall. How do you like that?
You can do better.
This causes the lizard folk to growl in frustration. And give me 2 seconds. This time, he kind of snarls as he attacks you with more feeling, as he makes a jaw attack going for your, let's see, go towards your throat.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This dude sucks.
Yeah, he does. The other two are kind of just groaning as their companion is like totally really bad at fighting, and they make it clearly so. The rat folks speaking up. Would you hurry up and kill him? I would have done so within 5 minutes. And the lizard folk says, just shut up already. I got him. And are you gonna pass, Max?
Yeah, why don't you just give them advantage since Danla's not really resisting?
Okay. He's going to, with more earnesty, he's going to make a multi-attack with advantage, if you don't mind. That one hits. That hits, right?
Yep.
Okay. This time you take a total of 14 damage and you are knocked on your back as he lunges for you, and he is now on top of you, like sinking his teeth towards your shoulder and throat area. And the voice inside you speak up. Come on, fight back. At least make it a little more enjoyable.
Danla just speaks out loud, but it's addressed to the demon as he says, I'm taking you with me.
The demon just laughs and just says, pathetic. The lizard folk kind of continues to sink his jaws into your shoulder area as one of his arms kind of clasps towards your mouth and nose as if to suffocate you. As the other two kind of cheer on, waiting for you to die. You can feel the darkness clouding around you as you continue to lose air. You are welcoming the eventual doom as you are prepared to die here. But
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Danla just starts seeing images of his mom and, more importantly, his dad as well.
Aw, Max, you're making me so sad.
I did say this was Danla's depression arc.
And
You're not supposed to give us depression with it.
Right.
as you prepare to cross into the afterlife, you are suddenly able to breathe again as the lizard folk lets out a painful screech as he is tackled and mangled, so to speak, on the ground by a mysterious figure clad in shadowy black.
Good boy to
Good
the
boy.
rescue.
Life-giving air like fills your lungs once more as the lizard folk is tackled and mauled. You are able to sit back up as Hardry and Mai are not far behind. And where's Where's my? There you are.
All right. We see him getting his ass beat.
Yes, you can see him. But Good
Right.
Boy is basically mauling this lizard folk to death, and the dwarf and the rat folk are too afraid to even react.
I'm just gonna assume that they were in on it too. Mine's gonna like tipsily run up and just fucking throw hands, and by hands I mean inflict.
Inflict with. All right. All right, go ahead.
There we
Gonna
go.
throw mace.
I don't think I can do my melee spell attack.
Yeah, she's gonna use her hands.
Oh damn.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
25.
Ooh,
Oh my
it definitely
god.
hits. Roll for damage. Nice.
With some wine fueled
So,
strikes.
so with the strength of the wine, like spurring you to become bold and fearless, your um your your delicate tiefling fingers are now filled with necrotic energy, and you give the dwarven bandit a good fucking punch to the point where the necrotic energy kind of seeps into his skin, and he kind of steps back as he begins to rot on the inside out,
Ugh.
making several gasps before he falls back dead as his body begins to disintegrate.
Jesus
Now
Christ.
I'm gonna point to the rat. You fuck off!
Yes,
While
ma'am.
this
Yes,
is all going on, Hardry's gonna run up to Dunlaw and
Oops, sorry.
blah 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 words here. He's gonna cast Cure Wounds on Dunlaw while Mai is like just destroying this poor dwarf.
What the fuck? I want to clear initiative, not. Alright, so the rat immediately runs away, throwing down Donlaw's golden coin purse pouch as he makes off into the alleyways, and this guy stays down, just lay down. And Good Boy is continuing to maul the lizard folk until he is no longer moving, with a pool of blood forming underneath him. And you cast Cure Wounds onto Don Law, healing his wounds completely to full.
Hardry's just gonna look at Dunlaw and be like, "You idiot! What were you thinking?"
Nala's just gonna stagger up on his butt, still on the floor. Just slowly looking up at Hardry. Failing to die even properly, apparently.
Hardry's just gonna just slap Dunlaw across the face, just completely fed up at this point, and be like, "How can you still sit there and say no one cares? Like, I don't understand. You have so many people willing to go out of their way for you. Hell, the barbarian made a fool out of himself just to save your ass from your dad. I don't understand."
You shouldn't care about me.
I just killed a man. She's just gonna leave it at that. I just killed a man.
I just killed a man.
He just slowly shakes his head and his voice begins to crack a bit as he just breaks down and starts shouting. Why do you even care? I'm a spoiled, rich bastard whose father can't even give a single shit about him and threw him away like garbage the moment he made a mistake. That's not someone worth caring about. Someone with no money, no prospect, no family name, and just a demon inside him.
Good Boy kind of whines at his rant, and he licks the blood off his chops as he goes around and sits next to him.
You're just gonna look at Dunlaw, take just a calming breath, and just look Dunlaw in the eyes and be like, yes, you're spoiled. Yes, you're a brat. But that doesn't mean you're not worth anything. It doesn't mean that there isn't a purpose for you or that
Dunlad
you're
just
unworthy.
Dunlad just averts eye contact with him, just looking ashamed as tears start falling out. Can't unable to even look him in the eye as he just says, all along, Kana was right. Maybe you should all follow her example.
Harder's just kind of gonna look at him sideways and be like, Kata may be annoyed with you for many legitimate reasons, but she didn't abandon you any more than we did. We're all here. We all have a purpose. Just like you do, we all have a reason. Just because you don't have money or a name doesn't mean you're not worth our time or someone's care.
And what is my purpose then?
Your purpose is what you make it. You make your reason. You decide what you're going to do, not your dad and not some shitty roommate in your head.
I don't know what to do.
Whatever you
I haven't
want.
known what the hell to do ever since I've been stuck with this hell demon inside me.
The demon inside just laughs, laughs at you.
Do you have any idea what it's like to be raised believing that demon spirits should be killed on the spot, and then having one inside you and your father looking at you like you're trash?
Is it
No. Go ahead, Amai.
is it less the restoration that like makes me not drunk?
No,
Ah,
you're gonna have to wait it out.
God.
No.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
she
trying to
could-
make
she
rash
could-
decisions,
Yeah.
but I can't.
She could just interact with him as she is. like,
Yeah.
Drunk style.
Okay, because like I want to like contact my the Raven Queen, but like I want to do it sober.
You have to throughout the story, you're gonna have to sober up. It can't be
God.
done immediately.
Mine's just gonna like walk up to you and like grab your face. You like Audrey said, you make life what it is. Fuck your dad. We're your family now. We'll get rid of that demon. And she just like starts brushing your hair.
Jeez.
As
Audrey's just gonna go ahead.
as she begins to brush your hair, you can smell the smell of flavorful alcohol start to billow in this direction, and it catches your nose, Dunlaw, to the point where you're almost drawn to it.
I thought you don't drink.
She'll just stare at him.
This little adventure of ours has been a little stressful for Mai. You'll have to give her indulgence.
He just
But-
sort of pats Mai on the shoulder.
Listen, Dunlaw, I don't know what it's like to be raised to hate demons and then have one inside you and be rejected for one mistake. But I do know what it is to be rejected by my family. How many druid kobolds do you know? How many kobolds do you know that are about balance and nature and aren't about worshipping Kutlamok or some bullshit? You know, I don't waste. My family saw my path to being a druid and following Yushi as a waste of time. It didn't get me gold, it didn't serve their dragon. So I had to choose stay and fall in line or find my own purpose. my own meaning, my own reason for living. And that's what you're gonna have to do. And it's not easy and it sucks, but it it just is. That's what living is. It's pain and it's suffering, but it's also, hope and life. That's the balance. There's good and evil, light and dark. You need both.
The voice in Donla's head starts to pick up. Don't listen to that cretin. How about you drown your sorrows away in some nice, cheap booze? You know you want
Donla's
to.
expression changes a little as it seems like Hardry's words, now that they're at this breaking point, finally is getting through to him.
Are you really gonna listen to him? I have your best interests at heart. Go. Go,
And
treat.
Donla just remembers one last memory, one of the ones that he hid away from his pain. Just the visage of a large fey woman from behind as she stands there with both arms on her hips. Says, "Hey, little guy, up already? Come on, got some work to do." Donla just lets out a little inkling of a smile that he tries to hide.
Marjorie's just gonna see, like, Dunlaw just kind of, slightly smile to himself and just make one last attempt to try and reach Dunlaw and say, look, none of this is gonna be easy, but like with all things in life, anything good has to come from something bad. Even a forest must burn for new growth to blossom. We just gotta get you through this fire, and then you can, like all life, rise and grow to be better. So be better with us, and we'll help you if you're willing to accept our help.
He lets out a small puff of air slightly from his snout and just stumbles a little bit as he gets up and stands straight.
I
Thank you.
guess the fun will have to come to end, the demon says inside. I'm disappointed in you. I really thought you would have gone all the way.
I've acted dishonorably today. Forgive me.
Archer's just kind of not very good with sentiments. Just gonna be like, happens to the best of us. Just please take a shower.
I suppose I'll have to give it a shot. As with everything now. My father took away the other part of my name. But the other name, the one I have left, the one he still gave, and the one that remains to me, I'll live up to that one.
Audrey's just gonna look at Dunlaw and nod and be like, "It's a good name. You use that, and then we can also find you a name to replace the one you lost,
Yay,
and it'll be a
bonding!
better name."
Just Dunlop will be fine, Audrey.
All right, Dunlaw it is then.
He smiles and almost like a little inkling of his charming nature peeking out, he slides his hand over Mai's hand and like helps her get up.
Oh right, yeah, he's sitting down.
Poor
I'm
Mai.
sorry.
Good boy
I'm sorry that,
barks in
I'm,
approval.
I'm sorry that my misbehavior today has caused you so much frustration, Lady Mai.
She kind of like pats his hand. It's okay, just don't do it again.
I will try.
Hardry's just kind of, as if remembering now that all the quote-unquote excitement is done, he's just gonna look up at Dunlaw and be like, "Do I even want to know why you jumped out a window?"
I it's complicated.
Fair, fair. Come on, let's get you back to the inn and get you cleaned up. You look like you could use it and a good meal.
Before you
Dunlop
guys
just
leave, oh, go ahead.
Dunlop pets Good Boy and says, "Okay."
Woof. Actually, good boy kind of runs in between your legs, causing you to lose your balance as you're now like kind of clutching onto him as you're riding him.
Harcher's just gonna laugh as he sees this and just be like, "Oh, you don't see that every day."
So he's making sure that you don't leave again. And the group heads back towards the Palace of Exile. Hold on a second.
How
Yeah.
big are Shadow Mask?
I
He's
mean,
he's like a
huge.
medium to large size.
Oh my
Like
god.
he's big enough to where a medium-sized person can ride him. So
Oh.
I should actually change that. Give me a second.
Big
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dwarves canonically ride mastiffs as
Yeah.
mounts.
Oh my god. Also, how long is Donla's hair? Cause she's gonna braid it.
It's pretty
Pretty-
long.
Pretty
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Your hair is now braided.
So the group starts to make their way back to the Palace of Exile, kind of talking amongst one another with more spirit in their eyes, leaving the corpse of the lizard folk kind of just there, with Donla's bloody Aoyai now completely ruined. Oh, go ahead and add the money back to your inventory, Max.
Sure. How much money did I have again? I freaking forgot.
Oh no.
I had 606. So
Oh,
I
wait,
would
I
probably
remember.
say
Yeah.
take
Okay.
80 from that, and it should
Yeah.
be yours.
Oh, so what does inspiration do? Because I forgot I was inspired.
You can
Oh,
use
Yeah, what
it
does
to
that
re-
do?
You can use it to re-roll any roll you make that you don't like.
Oh,
Okay. Good to know.
yeah.
So as Danla is being carried back by Good Boy, Danla, you hear the voice in your head just kind of spouting disappointment as he really wanted you to carry through with your plans. I guess I'm stuck with you a little bit longer. What a pity.
Feelings mutual, demon.
You'll
See,
get
I'm
your
telling you,
comeuppance one day.
that demon's a sneaky bitch.
And the group kind of walks through the slums. I'm just gonna do this. Yeet.
Yeet.
Me.
As they're walking, Harder's just kind of side eye Dunlaw and say, "By the way, if you ever try to fly away from us again, I'm clipping your wings."
Well, they're non-material, so I suppose you'll have a lot of fun doing that.
Good Boy kind of woofs in agreement with Hardry.
Harder's gonna pat Good Boy on the head and just kind of chuckle to himself.
As the group makes their way back to the Palace of Exiles, Good Boy eventually lets you down to where you can like walk on your own, and he goes back into Hardry's shadow instinctively.
Alright, Harder's gonna look down at his shadow and just be like, "Now you keep an eye on him now. Don't let him wander off again."
You can hear the shadowy echo of a wolf kind of resonate between the three of you, seeming to understand your command. You can hear inside the Palace of Exile like a lot of activity going on, like hammering, the sweeping of the floor, um, and the cooking of the sweet smell of breakfast being cooked.
Marjorie's just gonna turn to the group and be like, "All right, I think we should send Dunlaw in to get himself cleaned up, and why don't you and me, Mai, go help clean up the mess we made last night in the dining room?"
Yeah.
Drunken cleaning's the best. Come on, trust me.
Yes, I can take care of myself the rest of the way here. Thank you both.
Hardridge just gonna remind him that, well, you won't be alone. I have Good Boy keeping an eye on you, so
Woof.
if you need anything, send him towards us.
I know. As someone has been so kind enough to shout in my face all morning, I'm never alone.
Well, I'm glad someone finally got through that thick skull of yours.
So you make your way
No.
back inside. Oh, sorry.
Yep. Donla's just gonna make his way back in.
As you make your way back inside, the first person you see is Doc kind of sweeping up the glass that's on the floor. And as you walk inside, he immediately drops it and shouts, Don Law! And he immediately charges towards you and puts you in a bear hug. I missed you, Master. Where have you been?
I have a lot of self-reflection to do, and you don't have to call me master anymore, Doc.
Reflection? If you want to look at your reflection, I'm sure the people got mirrors here.
He just pats Doc on the back. All right, buddy. Just let me go clean up, all right?
Okay, Master Donla. And he gently puts you down and he walks back to his broom and goes back to sweeping.
Hardridge's just gonna kind of lean over to Mai and be like, that Doc guy, he's something special.
I like him.
Kana looks towards the group and she looks back at Donla as she is like throwing away the broken glass. She doesn't really say anything, but she gives like the lightest of smiles towards Donla, relieved to see him back amongst the group. And then she goes back to what she's doing.
Donla, in true, just airheaded fashion, doesn't notice the smile and just kind of looks after she already stopped smiling. Resumes walking away, thinking she doesn't notice.
The girls that are making breakfast look towards you and they smile with the brightest of smiles, welcoming you back to their rundown but very warm and welcoming home.
Donla just gives a little wave to them before going off to his room.
And as you go off to your room and head down the hallway, you can see the father of the family working with Dronus putting in a new window pane to fix the one that was broken. They both look towards you and give you a nod of approval after before going back to their task at hand. You feel you feel oddly serene in this rundown inn. Not something that you're used to, but all the same, you feel more at home here than you did anywhere else. Now that you know that people actually care about you. Oh boy.
So many feels.
Yeah.
Donla is just gonna privately just stand in his room, just sitting on his bed now, just thinking about what what went down.
You're not really alone in your thoughts, but the demon doesn't say anything. He just quietly thrums in your mind in an uncomfortable fashion, seemingly disapproving your chipper mood.
You see a little bit of the crack on his cheek begins to recede a little as Donla just says out in the dim lighting of his room. Like it or not, you and I share this body now. One
For-
way or another, one of us is going to end up in this body only.
I
And
know.
it's sure as hell not going to be you.
The voice in your head just simply laughs. You can try, Danla. You can try. It'll make my victory all the sweeter to watch you wallow in your despair. And then the voice continues to laugh until it recedes, and you can actually hear your own thoughts in relative peace.
Donla, just with a reawakened determination in him, just begins to clean up and tidy up his hair a bit, though it's not the same pretty boy style as it was before. He ties it in a much more practical fashion now and wears clothing now more befitting of that of an adventurer.
Yay! All right.
Just scrapped from the ripped apart aoyai that he used to wear and mixed in with new clothing.
I'm gonna have to draw that now, I guess.
New and
You want me
improved
to-
Dunlaw.
If you want me to pay you, I can.
Now, I had one more thing before we call it, but I don't know. This part right here seems like a good place to stop, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
I mean, without the other guys, with them not being here, I feel like it's probably a good place. We got Dunlaw in a good place now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So we're gonna stop here. I know it's a little bit early than what we're used to, but
That's
I
fine.
think with this kind of character development, this is a good spot to end on.
It is.
Yeah.
So, good job, guys. Yay!
Donla broke
Yay.
my today.
Yeah.
Danla has a new purpose, and he's got a new family to rely upon, and things are looking a little bit better for him.
His purpose is being their protector now.
Yep.
We cry.
Restore honor. So yeah, I am very happy with the results of this session. So thank you guys for putting up with my antics.
Thank you for always including us in DMing
More
for
like,
us.
Yeah.
Yes.
more like thank everyone for putting up with Donla's depression.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank him for his antics. Fucking dong.
Can't believe you jumped out a fucking window.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
Gotta keep my DM on her feet.
I mean,
Bastard.
I guess it's not a campaign without someone jumping out a window.
Wait, yeah, who jumped out the window here? In
It was one of the zombies. Yeah. It was running away because it was like kind of freaked out after it was wounded. And Dronus was gonna chase after him, but he was long gone already.
Yeah, that zombie was like, yeet.
Yeah, yeet.
Yeah, I think I used toll undead, like turn around undead.
Turn undead?
Yeah, turn undead.
Did you use that? I can't remember if you did.
I
He
think
did.
they
Maybe?
did,
Oh,
but
that's
it
right.
only like half worked because of
Yeah.
their level.
Oh wait, that's why he ran, because you used turn undead. Okay,
Yeah.
I remember now. Okay, so
This is my evil monkey pointing at the fucking.
you
I can't get
leave.
over that.
Yeah, she saw like he was getting his ass beat at first, and then she's like, "I'm gonna throw hands."
Disintegrated that man with a bitch slap.
Yeah,
Right.
you murdered a man. Let that sink into your head.
I killed a man.
You didn't kill a monster, you killed a man.
We should get wine into her more often.
Anytime we're just losing, just like pour a jug of wine down my throat. Drunken fist activate.
But yeah, I love this session. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Alright,
Thank you
so-
for DMing,
Oh,
Mel.
yeah, no problem. So I do have a question for you guys. I'm gonna ask
Mhm.
everybody else that's not here, but would you guys like to resume bless you. Would you like to resume the campaign this upcoming weekend on Sunday?
Yes.
Sure. I think everyone else also said that they were free that Sunday too, but you know,
I'm
always
just
good
gonna
to
I'm gonna
double
ask
check.
again just to make sure, but I just wanted
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I'm free the weekend of the 15th. It's
Okay.
the weekend of the 22nd that I am not.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so let's see if we can get everybody together on the 15th, so we may continue in kind of eradicating the cult of Orcus. So you only got rid of like a small
Like,
a small portion of their
We
the
just
cult.
got rid of some groupies.
Yes, some
Yeah.
groupies. you gotta cut the snake by the head. So I will see you guys next weekend.
see ya, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
For
Goodbye.
This session will be on YouTube as soon as I post it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Alright. I see
Good
you
night.
later. Good night.
Later.
Bye.